Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Ike and this is the challenge run as in hard difficulty plus Last Azlanti mod plus D tier and F tier classes, mono class only. I am picking up where we left the last time in Pytax. We did solve a riddle of a mage in the middle of nowhere. Did fight some supposing bandits, or pirates rather, in the river, which weren't pirates. And we have a bone to pick in Pytax. But before that, we're going into the ornate runes. Do we still have enough spells, or do we need to rest? I think we still have. We're good. If it's just a small location, then we should be okay. We have luckily enough spells to kind of buff twice. This is a moderately sizable location. Good. We're getting everybody up and running with buffs. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. We don't have our AoE buffs. That's unfortunate. Good, and we only have one enlarged person, so we'll need to figure something out. Let's do this. Into that.
Stay on your toes.
Good, I think we're okay with the remaining buffs. It's not great, but it's still okay. This into that. No, don't just rush forward. Good. Now, do we have another extend rod? Let's maximize, doesn't matter. We're still getting that, and you're enlarging yourself via a potion. Onwards. Carefully advancing. Skillfully crafted golden golem. That's 28 hit dice of a construct. Man, that's maybe a little bit more than we bargained for. Let's get luck bonus onto everybody. We don't really know what this guy is doing. So we're missing all of the buffs that we normally would have. He's fine. I might give him displacement. Good, so do we still have base buffs that allow us to deal with elemental damage? I think we don't. I hear my own voice, or the voice rather of Andrew Sanders in the background. Protection from fire, electricity, acid. Where's cold? Right there. Good. Is there anything else that we need? Lesser reach. And that's the reach. Metamagical rod. Okay, so is there anything else that we need? Might need shrink on him. Just getting that extra armor. And
everything has a price.
Doing this. Flaming weapon.
Never a dull moment.
I always did what was
Don't know.
And I think we're okay.
doesn't mean whatever I do now. I stand ready.
Hesitation.
Alright, Jim.
Keep your wits about you.
I always have the
You're going to start for us. And you know what?
I will not be trifled with.
Together we
Jim goes a little bit closer.
Does anyone require my
And you also go a little bit closer. Burst of Glory as the last buff, and here we go. Let's go.
They dare threaten me.
Good hit.
You feel that?
Wait, what? That was it? I overbuffed.
This is my
Clearly. Fade Render. +5/+5 double X. Whenever the first blade hits, it marks the target for an execution. Whenever the second blade hits, it marks the target, removes the mark, deals an extra point of damage. Okay. Massive weapon. Not that the golem stood any chance. I don't know, guys. Should I go all the way up to unfair difficulty? I don't feel super confident yet, but maybe we need to up it. You know what? F it. It might be good content after all. So here we go. Options. Difficulty. So what changes with unfair difficulty? Crits are still normal. Moderately tougher enemies. Damage to party is doubled. Oof, that's nasty. And enemies have ability scores increased by 8. Okay. Man. I mean, we're still in Last Azlanti. I don't know, this might be a mistake, but it will make for good content. I still think the beginning is the most difficult portion of it, so switching now into an unfair difficulty is of course a little bit less problematic than at the beginning, but I always just wanted to play on hard difficulty and make it a kind of challenging experience. But lately I've seen with all of the buffs that we can put to the table that it's very difficult for the enemies to kind of remain challenging. And I want the fights to be just like at the beginning, really a test of tactical prowess more so. And you can only test your tactical skills if the enemies are a serious threat. Now with a higher damage, the crits are also going to be ultra level, which yet again asks us to just not get hit in the first place. Off we go to Pytax. This time the Magstrad Welch didn't even bother to greet us. Meeting the unfriendly gazes of Pytaxian soldiers, we decided to turn away. Have to wonder how we're getting there. So we're exploring the rest here. Can we drink something? No. Unfortunately not. I was about to say we could maybe prepare.
March, march. All I do is march.
So we can do that. Into that. Into that. Then we definitely need to remove the fatigue here. Because I don't want to go in and be all fatigued. Very good. Then Death Ward on the tank just in case, and freedom of movement might help as well. We already got haste going, eh? Yes. Use a couple of scrolls because elsewise we're not going to use them. That's enlarged person. No, no, no. I was looking for reduced person. But I think we're going to be okay. Let's... You know what? Enlarged person, actually use it. And you use that. Good. That's what I would call base buffs.
Treasures.
Okay, not cool. We have a problem.
Don't give up. Let it be the end.
I won't give up.
Are you kidding me? Wasn't he revived? Oh no! Did not bring him back to life. Ah, that's annoying. Good. Resist electricity, that's super important. And we are... So that's what you get, by the way, if you're putting it on unfair. Because I will need to buy individual scrolls of buffing. That's a bit annoying, but... There's only so much I can do. So, heal mass. Thank you. That's crazy. Almost lost it right there at the beginning. What else can we do? Cold we don't need. Protection from evil. We lost 2 people. That's all because the lack of lightning resistance. Can you imagine that? That's crazy.
Stab their backs.
I'll split you in half.
It's unbelievable. So that's against the physical part. I'm pretty pissed because we could have survived that. But there is only so much you can do if you're immediately getting completely overrun. I think this was 180 hit points for the rogue
Cover me.
in electricity damage.
Kiss your life goodbye.
Hogbite almost got wound down as well. He was lucky that he was in the front because they weren't aiming for him.
Good today.
And you can see how they fall once we get a foothold. But yeah, that's disturbing. First unfair encounter.
Your death awaits.
I don't like you.
And we lost 2 people right there. Wow, what a harsh encounter. Resurrect. Resurrect. So I think... No, that does not fix it. Both of them...
March, march. All I do is march.
Nah, it's just a display bug. Okay, now that he's standing up, it's good again. Ugh, wow. Yeah, what I really don't like is the communal stuff. I do have even scroll of resist electricity here, but the communal stuff doesn't work. So I need to essentially pre-buff that. I think electricity is the only one, maybe together with fire, because I haven't seen any other elemental
Instincts dull when
damages.
I'm tired.
I haven't seen any other elemental damage that was so front-loaded. We lost initiative. We got shat on by 7 of these ancient will-o-wisps. And then on top of it, some of them won initiative. So that made it even worse. Which means we were bombarded by like 10 sources of electricity before we could even react. which also explains the damage. Good. So is there any other thing that we have overlooked? Have been here, have been there. Technically we have overlooked that, or haven't done that yet. Have been there, have been there. We have been to Hemlock Island, we have been there. Somehow we can't enter Pytax. Tournament is over. Wasn't very friendly. No, overall everything was settled peacefully. Perhaps this invitation wasn't a dirty trick after all. There must be some kind of catch, or it wouldn't be Ivanetti. Yeah, then there was that setup. I think we're going to explore the 1,000 Voices a little bit more.
March, march. All I do
And then
is
afterwards
march.
it's TD. Tabaro's Depth, because that has opened up as well. Man, pretty unhappy about that first fight. We almost got manhandled by a simple random encounter. Okay, what's in the Weeping Grove? More frequently, rumors about dense woodlands. Fewer fear rumors were inspired by ancient towering quickwoods. Carnivorous plants. Okay.
Never stop learning.
Look, we might as well buff up. If this is as bad as it sounded, then I want to make sure that we're not running into the next trap. Lots of AoE buffs. I like it. Couple of self buffs. Protection from arrows. Look, I don't think we need full death ward here. Nah, I don't think so.
Hesitation is a waste
Don't
of
tell
time.
me
I stand ready.
What we need is definitely the base buffs.
Oh, now what?
Adventures await.
Good. Good hope.
Never a dull moment.
That
I always have a clever
and
hand.
this.
Don't know? Don't
I'm up
care.
for an
I
adventure.
don't need
Then
anyone's
bless
sympathy.
and
Keep your wits about you.
I will not be
do I need
trifled
anything
with.
else? Yeah, that.
We should move.
Good. Greater heroism. I'll keep one for potential rebuff.
I appreciate privacy.
I do things my way.
And we are pretty much good.
Concentrate.
Yeah, buffed everything.
This is my path.
Well, not everything. I buffed the major parts.
stand ready.
So extend, haste. 29 hit dice.
Our time has come.
Okay, I think that's going to be a one-sided show again, but I can't really tell because it's it's unfair difficulty now.
Where we stand.
Don't know, don't care.
Everything has a price.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Good.
I always have the upper hand.
Let's start and see how well we're doing. We're definitely hitting this thing, which is a good start. And it's not the only thing, which is a bad start. There is another tree that weeps somewhere. Let's explore a bit. Alright, right over there. Can I charge in? Yes, I can. Hawkbite. It is doing very well for himself. He's now dealing as much damage as I would expect from a barbarian. Oh, we got some will-o-wisps. I'll take care of those in a second. Well, the will-o-wisps are not a problem if we're spread out, and 80 points of damage. Oh, yes, okay, now it all makes sense why we took so much damage, because we had in the random encounter been hit by 7 times by 10d6. And then times 2, so that's 14 times 10d6. That's 140 d6. Okay, no question that even with good saving throws, you're going to have a problem
Stab
there.
their backs.
Yeah, the damage doubling is nasty. It's really, really nasty. There is another tree. Garen doesn't go in there alone. Okay. It was a good idea that we're buffing up, because that we have buffed up, because this is a very, very nasty little encounter here. Ancient Will-o-Wisp. And they all go for Hawkbite, right? So that's another big issue. Dazzling Display works like a charm on them. Give me that quickened crowd control into a crowd control down here. Stinging Cloud is still the best.
Strike as one.
Got that big tree. Once we get it down, then it's quote-unquote just these stupid will-o-wisps.
Cover me. Your luck's run out.
Yeah, our +4 bow is good it hits all of the shots. Still a little bit less damage than its predecessor, but it hits all of the shots, and that's the important part of it. 180 crit, man. Aaron is crazy when it comes to single target DPS. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the barbarian. I was like, someone's taking damage. Tattered Knight moves up. We're putting another dazzling display out. And Hawkbite really dealt a lot of damage there. I wish I could, well, I mean I could actually. Don't mind if I do.
Do not hold back.
Good.
Your death awaits.
Jim continues to hit every single shot. It's very solid base damage.
Out of my way!
And Aaron just crits like an absolute truck.
Strike with all your might.
Charge in. Couple of critical hits. Look at that. He almost dealt half damage. That would have never happened beforehand. So... for the first time in a while, Hawkbite is actually dishing out some damage.
We shall overcome.
And once we have these guys in a chokehold, we're not letting go.
I don't like you!
Another crit. Crazy. Not sure where the other enemies are supposed to be at. Not seeing anything. Oh, right here. Can we charge? Yes, we can.
Stab their backs.
So it comes to this!
Masterwork dueling sword. That's all we got here. And a black dragon breastplate. 11 plus 3. Plus 5 breastplate. It's Wera acid resistance. It can be used by druids. Okay, but that doesn't mean it can only be used by druids. And that also means we have a nice high level breastplate right there. Yeah, definitely a cool fight. Very high level enemies here, apparently.
March on.
Wait, did I just hear something? No? Okay. And I think that might have been kind of the loot here, to be fair. Like that's the one big item that you're getting.
No stopping now.
All right. Good stuff. We can handle ourselves. Apparently. Even on unfair difficulty, but I will say the double damage makes it crazy. That's going to be very, very, very difficult for us. Forest ballroom, okay. Double damage, definitely Hawkbite would have died by now. With double damage, there is no question about that. But
I'm up for an adventure.
the question is, would they die now? Because Hawkbite for a long period of time hasn't taken any damage. Short of that unspecified encounter that we're not going to talk about anymore.
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
Good, we're just going to do a couple of minor buffs.
Adventures await.
Good, as always, our tank needs to be buffed the most.
Never a dull moment.
So, did I forget anything? Yeah, of course. I mean, sure. Haste.
I will not be trifled with.
And that
Keep your
weapon.
wits about you.
And of course, we need to make you guys large. Kind of goes without saying. Great. Good. Let's see what we're dealing with.
We cannot be defeated.
Primal Treant. Yeah, that's not too much of a problem. We've dealt with these guys in the past. Should have given myself Sense Vitals. And we should have given ourselves a way to fight in Stinking Clouds. So let's use this as a tank. That first, and then delay Poison Communal, thank you. Righteous Might it is. Purple Worm. Nice. Who can summon a Purple Worm? Good. Let's get this guy down. Primal Treant. Couple of good hits. I like it. They are now, of course, also sturdier. You can see all of them come in at 300 plus hit points. So our damage naturally is a little bit less. quickened. Oh wait, this is reach, right? I want it quickened. Cool. And there is moves to here. Oh, reckless satyr, lots of them. That gives us a good picture of what we need to look out for. Delay until after the tank. Alright, Hogbite. Charges in. Almost gets the guy down. We move to here. Unfortunate that we have been hit. But a lot of these guys take a glitter dust. And we have Lady Prime Rose, who is 27 hit dice. Oh man. Good, so that problem is solved. I don't want to go too far up and be the one that is reckless. Good. Next up, what are we going to do? What are summoned Elder Purple Worm? I think we're continuing with the Treants. Elder Worm is also not a bad idea.
I'll loot.
And here we have Lady Primrose. Okay. So I would like to have heal. And just put that onto you. There you go. Problem solved. And then there is another stinking cloud for crowd control. Very good. Potion of Cure Serious Wounds, so that initial strike isn't hurting that much. And Are we... Are we silenced? No. Primal regression. I wonder. Anyways. Oh, we're on their side. Big hit, including a crit, 150. The cry just moves right into it. And apparently cleave didn't happen because we moved just a bit too far. Let's go. Continuing to get that lady down. And with the caster off the battlefield, this should be a bit easier. Quickened crowd control up there. And we have reach and can basically heal you. Okay, didn't happen for whatever reason either. Sometimes the actions are bugged and that is annoying.
We can do it.
Why does it heal everyone? It doesn't. Ah, it's actually healing us, but that was a good AoE heal. Gairen is stunned.
Attack.
1, 2, dazzling display. 3, 4. Okay, now all of them are shaken, which is exactly what I want. They're hitting a couple of neat little hits on the backline, so that actually...
Cover me.
The difficulty is fine. They have enough to not go down in the fight.
Now I'm angry.
And you can see enemies are hitting so much that it hurts, but it's not an immediate overkill. Granted, I'm saying that now. I'll be less inclined to be happy about it if we're getting one shot by a random crit. Which will happen at some point. Not to the tanks, but to the others. But yeah, this here is more like it. I like the unfair difficulty.
We won't falter.
Okay, moves to here.
Out of the way!
Gets this guy, and we're continuing to just slaughter. In the meantime, these guys have like how much dazzling display? 2 rounds only, okay. The satyr is the only one that is still left standing. Was. Hookbite moves up. Tattered Knight moves up.
Do not hold back.
And look, it's not like the enemies are the only ones that can deal heaps of damage.
We should move.
It's the exact same for us. Also deal quite a bit of damage.
I'll loot your
I think-
corpse.
Makes it even a bit more interesting. Speed composite longbow +2. That's neat, but I think we have better. Dexterity, lots of gems. Man, these guys are stacked. We can collect all. Gotta level up. We're going to do that in a second. Would have taken a wild guess in saying there is something hidden somewhere.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Alright, so Rogue 16. The Cry, the first one to level up. Finally get that even score on strength. That's super helpful. And we're looking at Kornog Smash. Whenever you damage an opponent with a power attack, you may make a Persuasion Intimidate check as a free action, which is good. The moment that we hit them, we can start intimidating them, and then we're attacking against flat-footed AC. Look, it's been a good, joyful ride. We have done quite a bit. And most certainly had a few challenging encounters. Now I can officially say this is the challenge run on unfair difficulty. I am intending to keep it. And hopefully this is not going to be a regretful mistake. We're continuing next time to explore the 1,000 Voices. Seems like an interesting region just to explore. And then we will go all the way up here and eventually end in Gwenshire and teleport back so that the story can unfold. I want to do TD as well, so there is a bit of adventuring on our list, which I'm excited to do. Party is really, really strong at this point. I like it. Builds are coming up nicely. I would say, upon my own estimation, Hawkbite is doing what he's supposed to do, which is tanking. His new setup with the +4 weapon is dealing definitely more damage, so I'll keep it. He's a semi-damage threat now. Not perfect, but still good. Tattered really is more a support than anything else. Can tank, but I learned again with the one hit that she took that it's better to just block for the DPS, and that's really her job as a tank. She's doing so much with haste and Bard Song and so on that everything is pretty much alright. Then Darkrai, super hardcore damage. I like the cleaving. It is situational when they are like clustered up. It's also situational whether or not he gets a sneak attack. If he gets a sneak attack, then this is just enormous damage, it's unparalleled. Gaiaran has seen a bit of a resurgence lately. For a long period of time, it felt like he was the guy who was just hitting the best because he had the highest plus hit. And that was okay, that's a niche, that's great. But the Cry always kind of did more damage, and then at some point we had a power spike with Jim coming in, and he was kind of outshined by that. But with the Serpent Prince now really truly coming online, and Divine Power, and me also using that a little bit more, that's crazy. I will say that Darkrai, also with his Helm of the Two Barbarians, that's a crazy addition, and he has the Wyverns for summoning, so he has a couple of other things than just doing damage. There might be a logic in giving at least a Wyvern over here so that we have something to do, but then again she can do Dazzling Display. So that's a really good combination. Jim, I'm thoroughly happy. I don't think that multiple ranged characters would make it a lot better. I think one is a good sweet spot. You could argue for two, but I actually very much like his multi-shot. I like the damage that he's doing, and for a long period of time he got all of the buffs. And then finally we got the Anchor. I think Anders is kind of a quiet MVP-ish in a certain degree, because he's the gel that keeps everything together. He has so many buffs. He's the one that's casting heal, and he's using basically his action to enable the others. I would say the 3 damage dealers are more or less on equal footing. All of their builds are great. I will say that with our ranged damage dealer, you have more ambush potential, so that's that. But I would say all 3 of them are really, really good, and I can win fights with any one of those 3 alive. So that's kind of the win con. The 2 tanks, very good. I would say I enjoy Hawkbite more, but the Bard, to a degree, is again also an unsung hero with the song. That's just too good to pass by, and it's complementary to everything else. Also has great buffs, great crowd control. Oh, I should say that as well. Ender's crowd control with Stinking Cloud is just remarkable. It is really, 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 really good. Just also the quickening of a couple of clouds here and there and everywhere, and it's just thoroughly good. I like how it turned out that a lot of half-casters, the Bard, which is really just a medium caster, it's not really a half-caster, but the Inquisitor and the Ranger, they take over some of the healing and buffing duties, which I appreciate, so kind of eases Ender's life to a degree. So yeah, overall, good team, I would say, and so far, although everyone at some point died, except Hawkbite, of course, I think they all did pretty well, and the deaths are also split even. Ender is very potentially the lowest. These 3 are just glass cannons, and it shows. And Tetrad Knight, unfortunately, a victim of petrification, took 1 for the team, or 2 rather, but it's 1 death here, 1 death here, and then these 3, I think 2 or 3 deaths each. So overall less than 10 death, which I believe on the difficulty that we're playing is fine. So that's the party thoughts at this point. Thanks a lot for watching, have a good one, see you on the next episode, bye bye.